Hi everybody, this is Tiffany. Thought I'd share with you guys the mini album that I made this last week about my recent trip to Isla Mujeres, Mexico. Tracy has been after me for a while now to try to do some videos on my blog, so here goes my first attempt. Please be gentle. On the front of the album, I started with some letter stickers from American Crafts, I believe it was, because letter stickers are my fave. And then I also included some washi tape over on the right hand side and below the title to sort of create some continuity throughout the album. I ended up using the Heidi Spot mixed media album that I asked in the community, the Scrap Gals community on Facebook, which one you guys thought might be better, and this seemed to be the one that people preferred. So I went with that one. Let's take a look inside the album. I love that it begins with several small pages. I used some ancient fancy pants fibers there, but it basically goes in chronological order, not perfectly chronological, but for the most part. So I start out with pictures of our plane ride. Then we have an image from the fellow that entertained us on the ferry over from the mainland to the island. That picture isn't in chronological order, but you know, it fits. So there you go. It's outside of a club in Isla Mujeres. Here's a photo of the Loncheria, where we had our first meal on the island and then subsequently returned for several breakfasts. You can see a picture of Vonda and me here as we head over to the island on the ferry. Notice how pale I am. And I'm not using a ton of embellishments. You'll notice throughout the album that I use quite a bit of the washi tape. I use some flair, I use some Project Life cards, but it's pretty simple in terms of its design. On the back here, there's a picture of us where Vonda is holding a bottle of wine. She's bought into a winery production down in Mexico, and that's a bottle of the wine that they have made. Over here on the right is a photo of our favorite pina colada while we were in Mexico. Tarzan's Beach Club serves a fabulous frozen concoction. On the left, you can see there we are on the beach. Again, it's probably not us looking our best, but it is a beach vacay, right? And on the right, here's a picture of me that I really do like. Thank you for taking that, Vonda. Again, notice this part was all part of the background of the book. And then I just added that little circle label and some washi tape. I'm not adding a whole lot because I want the pictures to really shine. On the left, you can see Vonda with me on the catamaran cruise that we took. And here on the right, we are posing in front of the statue of mothers for which Isla Mujeres is named. It's the island of women or mothers. I don't know. I don't speak Spanish, but something like that. Here you can see Vonda posing with Reyes, who's the bartender at the restaurant where she is part owner, Bahama Mama. If you have a chance to go to Isla Mujeres, I recommend eating there. It's very good. And then I have some journaling and a photo of just the water. I'd never really believed people when they said how amazing the colors of the water were in the Caribbean, but they really are. Another photo of the water, and then just some journaling about how a beach vacation, just give me a beach, a book, a beverage, and a chair. I do need a chair. Oh, girl doesn't like to lie in the sand if I can help it. Then I've got a couple of pages where we just have photos. On the left, there's some street art. I love the street art in Mexico. And on the right, you can see a photo of me posing in front of the sign for the city, and then a photo at dusk of some of the street markets. I thought the palm tree in the foreground was pretty cool. Again, I'm just doing some really simple things. I've got a strip of washi tape here, and over on that side, there's just that label. One day, while we were on the trip, we rented a golf cart and went exploring the island. So the next few pictures are of that. I love this little tag here. I didn't put a photo on it because I didn't have one printed small enough, but I did journal on the back, and it goes along with this page. One night, Vonda and I went salsa dancing, and what's significant about that is basically we were the only people there who weren't locals, and I don't know how to salsa dance, but from what I recall, it went pretty well. Here's a picture of a street market that we visited. We came off the beach one day at lunchtime and grabbed some lunch and just explored a little bit. Here we are on our catamaran cruise with Victor Villegas. He's the person at Tarzan's Beach Club that arranged the event. Here we are hamming it up for the camera, a little selfie action there. And again, another picture of the water. I could have probably done an entire album about just the water because it was just that gorgeous. Vonda was a good sport and let me take some pictures of her on the boat. She wasn't a bit shy. Check out that sunset. Isn't that amazing? I also took some nature pictures. Here you can see where the rocks and the beach and the water all come together. You can see one of the little piers and then that hammock on the beach amid those palm trees. I just thought that was really, really pretty. On the left, we've got Vonda hamming it up in front of a boat that says Isla Mujeres. And then here's a picture that I took of the harbor area. I love the buildings, how colorful they are, so I included a couple of those there. And then I thought this was a really great picture of Vonda with the rocks and the water in the background. Here are another couple of pictures from our catamaran cruise. Isn't it awesome how this old-timey lady on this card is basically in the same position as Vonda is in the photo? That was just too cute not to include together. Here I am in a couple of pictures with the Catholic Church in the background. I thought that was a really cool angle. And then this is the lady who gave me an amazing massage on the beach. If you've never had a massage on the beach, I highly recommend it as an experience not to forget. There was one moment where I may have flashed everyone eating breakfast nearby, but my face was covered up with a towel, so I'm going to pretend that didn't happen. Here's a picture of me on the beach and just some journaling about visiting different places in the world and seeing different beaches in different countries and how I want to keep doing that. These pages are about the day we spent exploring the island. We stopped for some cocos frios, or some fresh cold coconut. We bought it from the lady who lived in this little house, and she chopped the top off of it and stuck a straw in it right there for us. It was amazingly refreshing, more so than I expected. Another picture of Tarzan's Beach Club, and then some nature pictures. Loved those palm trees with coconuts. Here's a photo of me I can actually live with. You all know how rare that is when other people are taking pictures of you. Vonda actually dared me to grab this statue's boob that we visited, but I kept remembering that episode of the Brady Bunch when they visited Hawaii and somebody ticked off one of the old Hawaiian gods or goddesses, so I didn't risk it. Plus, I'm pretty short. I don't know that I could have reached it. Here's another cool kind of nature shot. Here we are again, just exploring that historical area. Water in the background behind Vonda there. I loved this photo of this building. I think that the way the buildings are decorated are super cool. And here we are leaving Isla Mujeres. Hope you guys like my little album. I'm very happy with it. You can take a look and see how it's going to be sort of standing up. It's nice and thick and sort of stands up on its own, but that's okay because I want to be able to put it in my cabinet and remember it. And let me know if you liked the video or if you'd rather not me ever do this again. That's okay too. Peace out.